RAUSCH Games!
Hello guys, and welcome back to RAUSCH Games here on YouTube, your favorite universe mode that has apparently taken off in the last week. Thank you for all my new subscribers for sticking around. I've gotten a lot of really cool feedback from lots of new people on Twitter, on Reddit, here on YouTube in the comments section. You guys are making me very happy to keep making this material, and I'm really happy that you found me because I am nowhere near done with this universe. So as promised, to those of you who have been here for a while and to those of you who are new, both of you alike, we are now making IWC, the Independent Wrestling Community, its own show, the same way that we do our Superstar show, where we'll simulate all the matches except one that you, the viewers, vote for, and I'll have some story mode cutscenes thrown in there. Now, I have two notes about this. Earlier in the week, I said that I'm only going to do one cutscene to start. I lied. I did 3. And we'll be seeing those throughout the course of this show. I did get 4 votes between Reddit and Twitter, and that followed the format that I did ask for. And winning 2 to 1 to 1, we have the main event, actually. Kassius Ohno, the IWC champion, taking on Troy in a one-on-one rivalry match at the end of the show. That is the match that we're going to see tonight. I honestly forget who designed the Kassius Ohno that I use. It's not a friend of mine. It's just a good one that I found on Community Creations. But Troy, however, is the created wrestler of my buddy Ben over at Next Level Games 360, making his debut in my universe mode on this first televised IWC episode. Now, the second thing that I wanted to say, aside from the fact that I made more cutscenes than I promised, is that this match, for whatever reason, is kind of bugging out. Last time I came into this match screen about 20 minutes ago, it had switched Troy to my created superstar, Sweeney Antoine, who I put into this, the IWC last week. It might happen again, I don't know. The actual rivalry is between Kassius Ohno and Sweeney Antoine. So that probably tells you what we're going to see in this match. But either way, Troy versus Kassius is the one that was voted for. So we're going to simulate through the first 2 on the card before we go to our first bit of NXT story. That, again, I forgot to mention that. The stories on this show are not going to be from the IWC. We're going to take a chance here to tell the stories of NXT off of their main show. This is kind of like video catch-up. But either way, taking each other on first, their teammates in the Swarm, AssailANT and CombatANT, 2 members of the same trio. They're going to dance here, and the simulation coming in. CombatANT beats AssailANT. I had my money going the other way on that one. That's going to help both of, CombatANT out in the main title picture. Our second match tonight, that's going to be a #1 Contenders tag team match. You're going to have the Devastation Corporation represented by Blaster McMassive and Max Smashmaster. They'll be taking on F.I.S.T, F-I-S-T, Chuck Taylor and Icarus, taking each other on, 2 of Chikara's better-known tag teams, F.I.S.T dating way back in Chikara history. The #1 contendership, of course, is for the IWC tag team title that the Young Bucks hold currently. Simulation on this #1 contenders match coming in, and it's the Devastation Corporation. Blaster McMassive gets the pin over Icarus. Again, I wanted that one to go the other way. Icarus is my homeboy, and he should be yours too right now, ladies and gentlemen. He's trying to save Chikara. But now that we got those 2 matches out of the way, we're going to go backstage for a little NXT recap video. We're going to have an interview with your favorite NXT superstar. Be right back, guys. Here we are backstage. This is Renee Young interviewing the one and only RAUSCH. Let's see what they're going to talk about. Alright guys, now we are back once again in our little YouTube hut out here. outside of that independent wrestling community arena. Our next match we're going to simulate through, we're going to bring you a one-on-one match, a rivalry here between Corey Graves and Jay Briscoe of the Briscoe brothers. Simulation coming in on this one fall match. Corey Graves gets a win over Jay Briscoe. Now before we get into our next simulation, we're going to go backstage one more time. We've got a little message from our NXT champion, kiddies. We'll be right back again. Alright, here we are, guys. The Miz, the champion of NXT, is on a couch backstage talking to himself. And Zack Ryder, his #1 contender, wants to know what the hell is going on. Oh, there's a challenge for this week's NXT, and it looks like The Miz has accepted. Alright, guys, we're back here in our little YouTube trailer Jimmy Jam outside of the arena. This little tiny VFW post in the middle of nowhere, America. Our fourth match of the night, also going to be a simulated one. Adrian Neville versus Orbit Adventure Ant in a one-on-one match that's being dubbed the rivalry match. We'll see what happens. The simulation coming in, and Adrian Neville beats Orbit Adventure Ant. One fall there. So we are going to come right back for our main event tonight. That is IWC champion Kassius Ohno taking on Troy. Next Level Games has created Superstar. But we have one more little video clip. Apparently, somebody snuck a camera in while Big John Studd was eating dinner by himself this week. You guys don't want to miss this. We'll be right back. So this is Big John Studd eating by himself, ladies and gentlemen. Not having a good meal either, it looks like. Talking to himself out loud in his wrestling gear. We think he's talking about A Deceive. We're not sure what the deal is there. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. Oh, he's making a mess. He's making a mess. He's leaving without paying his tab. A Deceive, wherever you are, run. And wait a minute, that's Sweeney Antoine throwing Kassius Ohno on the stage, going after Troy in the ring. I have no idea what to make of what just happened, but as was warned before we started this match, ladies and gentlemen, the game has been pretty glitchy with this feud, replacing Sweeney and Troy back and forth in this match. Either way, the rivalry here is between Sweeney Antoine, the man in white, and Kassius Ohno, the IWC champion. They both want to make their way up to the WWE's NXT roster, but they need to work up to a contract, and they've got to win some matches for that to happen. What we just saw, Kassius Ohno had actually made his entrance. You did not see that. But then you saw Kassius Ohno on the entrance ramp, getting attacked by Sweeney Antoine, while Troy waited in the ring, Troy having never actually made his entrance. And now, in the match, Sweeney Antoine was near the ring, Kassius Ohno was on the ramp, named Troy when I had to select him, and Troy is nowhere to be found, aside from that grizzled toothed visage of him that we saw from inside the ring. So Ben, wherever you are, I apologize that WWE 2K14 is this glitchy, but now Kassius Ohno and Sweeney Antoine on the outside, and there's that big bionic elbow from Kassius Ohno to Sweeney Antoine, his apparent aggressor now, and he throws him into the steel stairs. They're not even in the ring yet. This match has yet to officially begin. It's one fall. There's a running elbow from Sweeney Antoine, though. They're going to have to get in the ring eventually, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned, this match is all about momentum. It's the reason you go after a championship on the independent scene. You build momentum, you build it long, you build it for months on end, and you're eventually asked if you would like to try out for NXT, and that's what both of these men want. Kassius Ohno knows that the longer he holds the belt, the more matches he's going to be put in, the higher chance he has to build his own momentum. Big tilt-a-whirl backbreaker to Sweeney Antoine. Nice reversal there from Ohno. But Antoine knows that if he goes after the belt, he also has the same odds of building his momentum up and making his way to NXT. So Ohno here, after a full month of feuding with SoldierANT of the Colony and defending, oh, there's the match start officially, and defending his IWC championship successfully in that rivalry, now has Sweeney Antoine this month in the IWC. They're smashing his face into the knee there. We can only feel bad for Troy. He was given an opportunity to main event IWC, bring his own momentum up, work his own way up to NXT, even made his way down here and disappeared before anything could happen in this particular match. What a shame for the newcomer, but we are sure he will show up on a match card again soon, or else Ben from Next Level Games 360 is going to kick my ass. Into this match, though, after the impressive card that we've seen tonight, this is a pretty good main event here on the Indies. Again, we want to mention and remind you that the WWE does not officially sanction this match as its own property, but we have, for purposes of scouting and research, secured videotape of this week's IWC event, this main event here, and will continue to do so in the future as long as we can still pay the same shady guy in a trench coat in the parking lot for a tape of the main event. You will find at least one IWC match a week on this WWE Universe Mode YouTube. Don't mind the ambulance. People in Philadelphia get hurt a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we've been showing you some stories from NXT today, and while the first two were pretty self-explanatory, the RAUSCH getting a nice interview, his first one here at NXT as a rookie, and The Miz and Zack Ryder setting a date for a match this Tuesday night on NXT. Big senton from Kassius Ohno there. The last one featured Big John Studd sitting by himself in a fancy restaurant enjoying a meal for two as just himself. And as it went on, it became apparent that he was talking about a woman that he doesn't need, a woman that's going to drag him down. And as we know on NXT last week, either his girlfriend or valet or manager, whatever their relationship was, Deceive, walked, for whatever reason, 2 weeks ago, took an interest in him. And then last week, instead of supporting him in his match against Mark Henry, came out in support of Mark Henry. Another big bionic elbow from Kassius Ohno. We've got a pin here. 1, 2, 3. Kassius Ohno with a big win over Sweeney Antoine. It says Troy wins. Look, it says Troy wins on the screen. This game is glitched, ladies and gentlemen. But either way, we saw Big John Studd leave the restaurant in a hurry to say he's going to make her his. Deceive needs to run. Sweeney Antoine needs to regroup. Troy needs to double-check his identity in a mirror. And Kassius Ohno gets a big win here, ladies and gentlemen, your IWC champion. But he slaps the hand of the referee away, and he's freaking out. He is still your champion. Sweeney Antoine has work to do. We're going off the air, guys. We'll see you for Raw on Monday. And as always, if you like this video, leave me a like so that I can feel it. And if you're new here and you like this unique take on the Universe Mode and you think the WWE's product sucks right now like I do since I paid money for the Royal Rumble last night, subscribe, stick around, come back. We'll see you next time, guys.